Good evening. This is Mary Akehurst with Team Catalyst in Minnesota. And tonight, our Learn More session is going to be a walk through our website. And we have our special guest, Jacquelyn Sheppard, with us. Jackie is in her 80s. She's a health researcher, an author of the book called The Silent Takeover, and she has a wealth of information to share with us this evening. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story and about the website that we're going to walk through tonight. I was introduced to LifeVantage 3 years ago through a ministry that my husband and I are part of. And we did a study with people taking the primary product, this nutraceutical called Protandim, and we watched people lose cravings to alcohol, drugs, fentanyl, got off their medicine, the doctors were prescribing, and the doctors saw the change and allowed for them to get off their meds. And I personally was on my own health journey at that time. I had just had a colonoscopy. I was in my late 40s at the time, had a colonoscopy. There was a precancerous polyp. The same week I was starting Protandim. 6 months later, I went back and there was nothing to scrape back the next time. And I had continuous health betterment because of being on the main product. And I realized that in most of my conversations, though they are about the gospel, they're always about health, our physical health. And so I felt like I had a new tool that I could put in my tool belt, not only sharing the goodness of the gospel, but sharing some health resources to the people that I'm engaging. And I thought that's a really good way to love people, is to listen to them. And when they have a health concern, that I can offer them some real help. Okay, so what we're going to do is walk through this website. And some of you have been customers or are looking into being a customer. Some of you may be consultants and have your own team of customers. But what we're going to do is walk through in a quick fashion and understand what activation is and understand the type of products that this nutrigenomics company offers. LifeVantage is actually an international nutrigenomics company. In fact, it's the leading international company in the world. So we're thrilled to be part of it. So when you're on a website, if you are a customer, you can go into your back office and that's where you see your order. And when you're in that subscription area, you can search back and to start shopping, and you'll have the same portfolio of products that I'm going to show you here tonight. If you've never ordered, you can work with the person that has invited you to this gathering, and they have a website that you can order from. So you can shop by solutions. You can shop by product lines. We're going to go through the solutions because we want to get to the root problem of what's going on with our health and give you a solution that's actually going to change your life, right? So we're going to go in the category of intelligent aging. Is the first. This was the first product line that LifeVantage introduced about 15 years ago. Was this Protandim line? It's really a Protandim family of 3 different products at this point. So we'll wait for the screen to populate. So most of us may be familiar with the primary product, the Protandim NRF2. That is usually where we start our customers because it's reducing oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days and by 70% in 120 days. The key to healthier and longer life is having less oxidative stress because it actually slows down aging and disease. So if you knew that there was a tool to slow down aging disease, wouldn't you want to use it? This is the tool. It's all natural 5 herbs, and the synergistic formula is reducing oxidative stress. So we can get into the details later. It has a cousin product, the NRF1, which increases our mitochondria, our energy. And then we have the NAD product, which is also increases our serotonins. And then you can buy it in a combo. We'll get into the details down our presentation. Okay, so that's the intelligent aging family category. And then we have our GLP-1 solution. You've probably heard a lot about GLP-1 through the medical community. Often people are using it to combat their blood sugar, combat weight management. It's often an injection. There are ramifications from those injections. LifeVantage has an all-natural activating product that activates your body to make its own GLP-1 hormone. So again, if you can partner with the Lord and activate your body to do what it's designed to do, this is a beautiful thing. We have some essential nutrients, and those are, we have an omega plus, which is good for our heart, of course. And then products that I really have found helpful are the Rise AM and Reset PM. It's the right amount of daily nutrients, right amount of vitamins at the right time of day. So rather than throwing all your vitamins together in a big handful, whenever you do it, LifeVantage has worked with the Linus Pauling Institute and figured out what the portions are of the right vitamins for the morning and the right vitamins at night. And that actually helps our body get more balanced into the circadian rhythm that it's designed to have. And then we have a D3 product. We have an Icy Bright product for our eyes. Have you ever thought about our eyes actually have oxidative stress? They need help to stay healthy for a longer time. So that's available. And then we are going to go down to Smart Energy, which is our Axio product. It's a brain nootropic. We have in a variety of flavors, both in decaf and regular. Brain nootropic Axio is, it's all natural, L-theanine, quercetin, green tea. It gives you the energy without the crash. And it helps with clarity of mind, with focus, and it's delicious. It's great for road trips. It's great for hard work in the yard. It's great for athletes. It's actually designed for athletes. And it's a good solution if you tend to have gone to a lot of coffee or energy drinks with a lot of sugar. This is a healthy choice. And then we have our liquid collagen. I'm going to just open up to go a little further in here and show what the details look like in any of these. Well, here, we'll go to this one here. Okay, so for example, if you click on a product you like, you'll get a deeper dive into the information about the product. So this particular product is our liquid collagen. Its trials on key ingredients showed the improvement weeks. There was reduced of depth of crow's feet by 22%, improved appearance of pores and spots, skin moisture, skin's luminosity, increase your catalase, which is an antioxidant, by 202%. But again, this product is not only for your exterior skin, but it's also ideal for improving your moisture, elasticity, tone, and texture. It also promotes bone, joint, connective tissue, and whole body support. So it is doing a wonderful work on our inside while it's also doing a transformative work on our outside. And again, there's more details. What is in this liquid collagen: fish collagen peptides, ruby quinoa extract, proprietary citrus and berry blend, apple berry flavor, and just wealth of information on each product. There's also a PDF, which has more science. And we have a whole team of people, including some medical professionals, quite a few of them, on our scientific board to answer questions beyond our expert of Jackie Sheppard with us tonight. Okay, we're going to go back to the products here. Okay, so we're going to continue going down. Okay, so we've done the collagen. We're going to go to immune health. It's not really pulling it down. So we have a daily wellness product that has different vitamins and nutrients in it. It's getting kind of stuck right there. I'll try different. Gut health. Okay, here we go. All right, so our gut health, we just partnered with another company that was a small activation company, and they had this P84 product, and now we are the owners, or we are the, I guess it's now in our line, the P84 product, which is focusing on our gut health. So it's a two product approach, and Jackie can tell us more about that. We just partnered with that company in the last 60 days. And the skincare line is the second product that I went to after I was off on the flagship Protandim product. I began taking the cleanser and the eye cream and the renewed firming complex. These are all not only skincare products, but they have the same NRF2 proprietary blend that the Protandim and the other products have. So we're always reducing oxidative stress in all parts of our body through these products. Let's see, what else can I share? So we have a hair care product also that is clean product for our hairs, for our scalp. Um, the pricing is a little bit high, but if you think about using it and the small amount that you use, I don't even have to wash my hair daily because it's such a good product. And then we have our pets. So who has dogs? Who has cats? Who has horses? They also have oxidative stress. And this is another way to help and love our animals, to give them pet tandem. It'll help slow down their aging and their sickness and disease. So what we found is that, each customer has their own story. And as we've experienced our transformation, often we decide to share these products with our friends and family, and we can earn a little extra income or earn a lot of extra income, depends on how we want to go about it. But I love the company's availability to that. The team is phenomenal, and Jackie is one of our team members. So I'm just going to kind of wrap it up with that, Jackie. Do you have anything you want to add? And then let's go to some time for questions and answers.
Actually, I do. Let's see if I can get where you all can see me.
Okay.
Yeah, what I want to add here is that I haven't taken the new gut product. I'm ordering it this month, but I've taken and used everything here, and we've given our dog pet tandem. So during the questions and answers, I want you to be specific. Ask me what difference did it make, whether it's the skincare, the shampoo, the Axio, the whatever. I want you to be very specific. So when we go to questions and answers, you have my permission to ask me anything. Okay?
Yep.
So, Mary, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. I see we have additional guests on. I see Pastor Carol is on. I see Jerry is on. I see Cindy is on. So,
Hi,
hello,
I'm
Jerry.
Yay, Mary. How are you?
Oh, thank you for joining tonight.
Yeah, actually, I'm at workplace. That's why
Oh,
I'm not opening my video. I just
okay.
listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do,
we
do, do you
understand.
have do you have any questions for us, Jerry?
Let me listen and I will ask later on.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We did a real quick run through of the products on the website, so it may have been so fast, but maybe the other ladies have some questions and then we'll just have a conversation.
Yeah. Who wants to ask the first question? I'm 82 years old. I've been taking these products for 15 years. And yeah, they work. They work. I had early stage dementia at mid 60s when I started taking it. And the reason I've been so committed, the reason I just consider the one of the number one things that the Lord has me doing right now is helping people with their health, with products that work. Within 6 months, my brain was back. So I don't know what kind of person I would have had to be not to share that there was something out there to help you. Mary talked about oxidative stress. I'm going to look for one thing here because some of you are going to be like, let's see if it's going to let me do it. It may not. Let me try one more thing here. Um, the the National Medical Library is called pubmed.gov.
Can I type it in for you? There we go.
You should be able to see it.
Yep.
Let me see if can you see it?
I just typed it in. Can everybody see it? I think so.
Yeah. So
Yep.
type in oxidative stress there. I don't think it'll let me do it. So
Okay.
here you can just click on it. There it is, right there.
Yep.
Now click on it and let it bring it up.
381,515.
Yeah. Now you have to multiply that times 3. The reason being is these have to be peer-reviewed by two more organizations where they do the same clinical study. They have to get the same results before the results can be published here. So you're like, I don't know what oxidative stress is. Well, oxidative stress is when the damaging free radicals in your body are and you're producing them in higher amounts than you are the good antioxidant enzymes that God has enabled us to make. That, when it happens, when the bad guys get too high and the good guys that were higher and they were keeping them down, when the good guys start going down, the bad guys start going up. This is actually what causes aging, and it causes inflammation. So here's 300 and almost 382,000 clinical studies, and you can put in any disease there you want to. Mary put a space and a dash and another space. Let's put a dash. Yeah. Now type in, what do y'all want? What disease? What do you want to see the link on? Just name one. You want to unmute?
Unmute.
CJ?
Yeah. Diabetes.
All right.
Diabetes,
type in
okay.
diabetes. You want 2 or 1?
Well, general diabetes brings up 37,883 results.
So would you think then, if you've got that many results, that oxidative stress may be the causative factor in diabetes? So the groundbreaking product, NRF2, the Protandim, I had known about free radicals since the 80s. I knew that the antioxidants out there were not powerful enough to do anything about them. So when I saw the investigative report, and Mary Mike can type in the chat box how you all can see that from ABC News, and I saw in a blood test what it could do, I knew there wasn't anything else in the world out there, because had there been, I would have known it. So that's why I started taking it. This was 2010. And yeah, and then I started using the skincare. I enrolled as a consultant because I wanted to get the best price on my products. But within just a few months, when people saw me, they asked me, what are you doing to your skin? And that's how my business started growing. And then they also saw that I was better. In 4 to 6 months, they were like, what are you doing? You're better. And I was trying to help people I loved because I wanted the same thing for them that I had. So let's go back now. Surely by now, some of you all have some specific questions. You can ask me anything. So unmute yourselves and we'll see what we can figure out. Mary, you can put your share down if you want to.
Oh, stop sharing. Sure. Okay. All right. Who else has questions? Maybe some health concerns for yourself or your loved ones. What do you want to talk about?
Tiffany, we were talking about some of your health issues from the car accidents. Is there a specific question after Mary did her quick run through that you would have? Would it be like where to get started or what?
Yeah, I guess so. That's would be the first step, is where you get started, how much does it cost, and
Well, where you would get started is with the NRF2 that drops inflammation. And now it would also be wonderful if you could take the collagen, because you're in a rebuilding process. We have 28 different collagens that our body makes. We're really like a skeleton, and then there's collagen. However, the collagens that you buy in the store can only activate your body to make 2 or 3 different peptides of collagen. Ours helps your body make 10 different types of collagen. So if you can afford it, I would say the NRF2 and the collagen. However, if you can only afford one product, the NRF2 is the one to get started with.
Okay.
And Mary will work with you individually on how to order and so forth, because there is tax and shipping. I think Minnesota charges tax on health products, right, Mary?
Yeah. These are taxed usually, these are taxed, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if
But
any of you have a health savings plan, these do qualify for that. I'm sorry, Mary, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I've done the math on the Protandim itself. We sell it as individual bottles monthly, or it could be a subscription, which is a little bit cheaper, or you could buy the 3-pack, and the 3-pack averages out like around $2 a day. So it's like, you can see the ticket price on it and feel like, oh, that's expensive. But if you divide it out by a daily portion, it's not that expensive. You just have to figure, okay, Lord, what can I let go of in
Yeah.
my budget to make space for this? Because it's going to change your life. So, and we
Right.
can talk individually about that, offline.
And what
Okay.
about you, Pastor CJ? How are you doing? It's good to see you tonight.
You're mute. Can you unmute, Carol?
Yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
muted. Doing pretty good. I'm recovering from all my stuff and started doing the Protandim and the collagen
Oh, great.
in the
Great.
last couple weeks.
Okay.
I
Are
just
you
really hadn't been
already
doing very
feeling
much.
better, or is it too soon to tell for you?
It's too soon to tell for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting better because I'm coming out of the woods, so to speak.
Yeah.
Of
Yep.
stuff. So
Yep.
it can't hurt for sure.
Yeah.
I-
It was 3 weeks for me before I could tell I was better, but I didn't realize it was the pills. It was
Mhm.
2 months later that I went, "Ah, is this the pills?" So I
Yeah.
called Dr. Gilkinson and told her I
Mhm.
have, at that time, I had 3 bulging discs and I was in excruciating pain and had been for 5 years, Tiffany. And so I said, I'm not, my back's not hurting. It couldn't be those pills, could it? And she said, Miss Sheppard, that's what I'm hearing from all my patients. So now let me explain real quickly and then I'll let Mary talk. What happens is your cells have to be they have to be renewed. They have to be remade. Those cells have a lifespan. They die. You're supposed to make a new one. And this is when you really begin to feel and see the difference, as when you're giving it time to make those new cells. And when you have certain cells have certain cycles. And when they come along and they're better and fresher, and this just continues getting better, because we want them to be back to the original design that God had. We don't want them the mutated DNA. Mary, what were you going to say?
Well, I'm just remembering another customer not so long ago. She had a major health crisis, and she started taking collagen and Protandim. And again, we say these things we're not doctors. We can't make claims, okay? But we are just seeing what changes are taking place. And this lady, she would go to work part-time, and then go home and like sleep. She just couldn't get herself off the couch. And she was taking these products, nothing was happening. And by, I think it was like week 5 or something, she said, I want to stay up now. I'm working full time. Like her energy just, all of a sudden, everything just changed. And she didn't, and I had to like coach her up until that point, because she was like, yeah, nothing's happening. And all of a sudden, it just like everything changed for her. And so I think that one of the reminders is consistency matters.
Right.
taking your product daily is the only way to see change.
Yeah. I tell people it won't work if you leave it on the kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
The clinical study, the original human trial, showed that there was an average 40% drop in free radicals in 30 days. And in 120 days, there's an average drop of 70%. Now, this is all in PubMed.gov. We didn't go on, but you can, in that same website, you can actually type in Protandim, and there are 28 clinical studies there from major universities, not from our company, but from major universities. Cindy, do you have a question?
She may be unable to speak. I think she's also in another gathering, but
Okay.
if she
all
hears
right.
us, I
It's
don't
all
know.
right.
Yeah.
It's okay. And I hope I don't just ruin your name. Jerusalem?
Yeah. We call her Jerry also. She's the one
Jerry.
that's at work. I don't know if she could speak while she's
Jerry
at
is
work,
at
but
work.
she's listening. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Mary, then
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Well, I think this is what we wanted to do tonight, was just do a
Yeah.
quick run through and say we have, oh, Jerry,
Yeah.
Yes.
question. Hi.
Yeah. Okay. I have question. For example, buy collagen from Costco all the time.
Uh-huh.
Just use that. What is the, I don't know, what is the side effect for using collagen? Just put, I don't know, and they're using every day. Just got from the time the collagen.
I don't actually recommend the collagen from Costco. These are powdered collagens usually, and they're a little bit harder for us to process in our bodies. But the Costco one, I think it upregulates, is it 3 collagen peptides? It'll tell you on the outside. It'll be like peptides 1, 2, 3 or something. The difference is that ours activates 10 peptides. So it doesn't just make your skin look better and maybe your joints not hurt. It builds your gut. And it will help to, like, as your bones are being remade. Takes a long time for you to make bones. But we just need strong bones. So good collagen is active ingredient in that. But it's expensive. So I don't know that taking the powdered collagens are even worth the money. But ours is really expensive. I know that. But we have some other products that are so good for you that, yeah.
Well, I think
Just
you
do
have to
what you
just,
can do, Jerry, when you get started.
I think you have to decide what's important to you for your health. And we can walk you through which products would be the first one, the second one to take. And then we can show you how to break it down per day. Like the collagen in of itself is about $5 a day. But you know what? If you want to change your health and collagen's going to change it, I'm going to find $5 on my budget, or I'm going to make $5 from becoming a consultant to help cover those costs.
And
So
that's what a lot of us
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
I want to speak a minute on mental health, Mary.
yeah, that'd be
You see,
great.
sometimes we don't realize that the damage that free radicals do on mental and emotional and addictive health. But if you go back to the government website, the medical library, and you type in oxidative stress, and then you put a dash in and you put in anything you want to put in. You can put in depression, you can put in bipolar, you can put in obsessive compulsive disorder, you can put in addiction, and you will see the thousands of clinical studies that have been done in research hospitals and research universities that link oxidative stress, the accumulation of free radicals, to mental and emotional addictive health. Now, why does it do this? It's because it causes neuroinflammation in your brain. And Tiffany, I am sure you're dealing with some after those car accidents. We understand if we have inflammation in our liver or in our kidneys, but when we have it in our brain or in our neuro system, then we can have all sorts of mental and emotional disorders. So the beautiful thing is when I see people, because I've been a counselor in that field for, I don't know, over 50 years, when I see people who finally get free, because it wasn't spiritual, it wasn't something in their mind, their will, or their emotions, there was something wrong in their body. The book called Silent Takeover, How the Body Hijacks the Mind. I wrote it in 2015 to explain that when there's certain things that when they're wrong in the body, you're going to have these disorders. So anyway, so don't overlook the possibility of what I was mentioning to Tiffany, a new health journey. It's not going to happen overnight for you. I can go 3 days without my Protandim and I turn into an 82-year-old woman. But most of the time, I feel better now than I did in my 60s. And I'm working on a new book on ADD, ADHD, and autism. And I can tell you, had it not been the mercy and the grace of the Lord that led me to this, I wouldn't have had the mental capacity to do it. I want to say this to you, though, sincerely. If I didn't believe in the products that our lab either produces or obtains for us from another laboratory, I would not put my name on the company, nor would Mary.
Yeah.
So even though we can't guarantee the results, of course you can't. Of course we can't. We can tell you that it is working for thousands of people. And if you want to change your health, we'll do our best to help you. And if you want to earn enough money to pay for your products, we'll do our best to help you with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Mary?
That's great. Any other questions? And then we're going to have a drawing from you all who are on here tonight. Okay, Pastor Carol has a question. What about children? Yeah,
You give them
absolutely.
a third of a pound, a third of a pill for 20 pounds. So if they weigh 60 pounds, they can take a whole one.
Right, right.
Now, getting them
Yeah.
to take it can be a problem. I've heard of one lady who chops it up in small pieces and puts it in a hand of M&Ms. Child just takes the whole thing. Others grind it up, put it in strawberry jelly or jam. Others put it in yogurt. Some put it in Welch's grape juice. I have one lady who told me that she bakes it makes a little pancake and then she puts maple syrup on it.
Mm.
Yeah. Now it depends on what concerns you have about the children, Pastor Carol. But we have some great videos about the combination of Protandim and Axio in the case of having ADD or ADHD. And those combinations have transformed children's mind and focus and ability. Yeah.
It's absolutely the truth. They've been transformational.
Yeah.
What about what am I talking about? Things like dyslexia, things like that. Does that have any effect, do you know?
Yes, we have a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere, and there's a cord between it. This left and the right hemisphere have to do this. The electrical, the getting the action and the thought together has to do this. For example, you have language on the left side of your brain, and you have speech on the right side. So you can have an autistic child, for example, that can have a fully developed language and understand everything and can't speak. One of the first children I worked with, in 3 weeks, he started speaking. So his pediatrician called me and said, how did this happen? I've known him since he was born, and he was 13. And I said, because his body started making more of an antioxidant enzyme called glutathione. He had to have the certain amount of glutathione to get this to work. He wasn't making enough due to the neuroinflammation. And now with dyslexia, what you've got is it's confusion. You know what I'm talking about. It's instead of doing this, it's doing this or something like that with brain signaling. Dyslexia is just simply incorrect brain signaling. So when we drop the inflammation in the brain and the body begins making enough glutathione, because your brain uses so much glutathione, we just see their brains to get better. Now, brains take a while. Brains and the nervous system will take 6 months to a year. But you will see a difference in a child with ADD or ADHD and probably autism. Most of them, there will be some improvement in 3 weeks. It usually sometimes it'll push out to 3 months. But one of the first things the moms will tell me is I called their name and they immediately responded. So, yeah. Hi, Cindy.
There she is.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. So just before we do the drawing, I want to say thank you for coming. And any of you, we are welcome. We would be happy to do 3-way calls or personal private Zooms with yourself and those you care about. Just text me and we can set those up. So I'm going to do a drawing, and the drawing is for 25% off of an order this month before the end of the month. So let's see. I put all the names of the people who RSVP'd. So let's see, pull one out here. And it says Tiffany. Okay, so
No
Tiffany.
way.
Yeah. Hey,
Look at that.
Hey, Tiffany.
Okay. So we'll talk later, but you get 25% off of a product that you order by the end of the month. So we'll stay in touch, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's crazy. And I've never won anything in my lifetime. Never.
Hey, we were talking about new life, Cindy, Tiffany. So maybe that's what's going to happen here.
I
Well,
hope so.
Yeah.
it's I always enjoy these, you guys. I like to host these every month on the third Thursday. They're always different topic. They're always life-giving because, we're here to help each other and honor the Lord. And these are all natural products. So I feel like we're partnering with the Lord in helping our bodies and helping each other advance the kingdom. So if you want to join next month, it's always the third Thursday. If you want to bring a friend and encourage, introduce them to the products, we'd love that as well. So with that, we'll say good night and thanks for coming.
It's good to see all of you. I hope we see you again. Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.